They say the first drop hit the ground with a sound that didn't belong to rain at all, more like a soft tap of something thick, something living. And when the people of Kerala looked down, the soil wasn't darkened by water, but smeared in red as if the monsoon itself had bled. It was July 2001, and school teacher Anitha stood beneath the low pewter sky, clutching her umbrella but too stunned to open it. The rain slid down her fingertips in streaks the color of crushed hibiscus. All around her, neighbors stepped out of their homes, eyes wide, faces pale. No one spoke at first. It felt as though the entire village was holding its breath, listening for an explanation the clouds refused to give. Soon, whispers stormed through the streets. Some said it was desert dust carried from Arabia. Others swore it was the aftermath of a meteor burst, tiny particles from the heavens settling back to earth. But there was another rumor, the kind that slipped between conversations like a shadow, that what fell from the sky wasn't dust, but spores. Living things, seeds of something not meant to be here. By the second day, buckets filled with red water. Children dipped their hands into them, fascinated. Parents warned them away. Scientists scraped samples from rooftops, microscopes glowing late into the night. Anitha watched the news each evening, hoping for clarity, but the reports only tangled the mystery further. Dust? No. Algae? Maybe. Atmospheric anomaly? Possibly. Something else entirely? The anchors hesitated before answering. Then came the moment that shifted everything. A visiting researcher named Ravi, soft-spoken but persistent, knocked on Anitha's door. Her rooftop collected clean rainfall, he said, free from runoff contamination. Could he take a sample? She agreed, and together they climbed the narrow stairs. The bowl she'd left out was nearly full, brimming with liquid as red as pomegranate juice. Ravi lifted it gently, almost reverently, as if touching a message dropped into their world by accident. When he returned days later, his expression carried more questions than answers. "If these are spores," he said quietly, "they're unlike any I've seen." He paused, then added, "But that doesn't make them alien, just unexplained." There was hope in his voice, but also fear, the kind that comes when the universe reminds you how little you truly understand. The rains continued for weeks, on and off, each shower renewing awe and anxiety in equal measure. Yet slowly life resumed its rhythm. Markets reopened, schools filled with chatter again. The clouds eventually returned to their usual gray, and the monsoon rains ran clear once more. But the memory of that red rain never washed away. Sometimes Anitha would walk outside after a storm, tilting her face to the droplets, feeling the cool trail down her cheek. And she'd remember that strange season when the sky had stained the earth and forced everyone, scientists, villagers, dreamers alike, to confront a truth as old as humanity. That mystery isn't a threat, it's an invitation. A reminder that wonder still exists in the unseen, and that even the most ordinary rain can hide a story waiting to be told. Thank you for listening. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.